Imagine yourself navigating through your daily life, where every interaction, every moment, harbors a pivotal choice. This choice has the power to either catapult you forward, aiding your personal growth, or to drag you back, ensnared by knee-jerk reactions that do nothing but hold you back. In this episode, we're diving deep into the essence of Stoicism. It's an exploration that goes beyond just learning to keep your cool. Stoicism introduces us to a way of life where challenges don't just get dealt with, but are transformed into opportunities for profound self-awareness and growth. This philosophy teaches us to approach life's inevitable hurdles with grace, poise, and a sense of purpose. It's about making every decision, every reaction, not out of habit, but from a place of thoughtful intention. Join us as we unlock the secrets to navigating life's storms with the steady hand of a seasoned Stoic, turning what might seem like insurmountable obstacles into stepping stones towards a richer, more fulfilling life. Dive into the heart of Stoicism, and you'll find a treasure trove of wisdom that's as relevant today as it was in ancient Greece and Rome. One of the cornerstone teachings of the Stoics is about understanding the power we hold over our perceptions and reactions to the world around us. They believe that life's external events, while beyond our control, offer us a profound opportunity to exercise our inner strength through the choices we make. Let's break down this idea further by looking at the crucial difference between reacting and responding, a distinction that could very well change the way you navigate life's ups and downs. Chapter 1. Understanding react versus respond. In this chapter, we're going to explore a concept that might seem simple at first glance, but is incredibly powerful in practice: the difference between reacting and responding. Imagine you're in a situation that catches you off guard. Someone cuts you off in traffic, or a co-worker makes a snarky comment. Your heartbeat picks up. You feel that immediate surge of emotion, right? That's reacting. It's instinctual, immediate, and let's be honest, it often doesn't end well. We've all been there, saying or doing something in the heat of the moment that we later regret. It's like being in the passenger seat of your own emotions. They drive and you just go along for the ride, usually ending up somewhere you didn't plan to be. Now, let's shift gears and talk about responding. Imagine the same scenarios, but this time, when the surge of emotions hits, you take a breath, you pause. That moment of pause isn't just silence, it's powerful. It's where you get to reflect, even if just for a second, and think, is this how I want to react? Does this align with who I am or who I want to be? This is responding. It's deliberate, thoughtful, and most importantly, it's a choice. It's like taking the wheel of your emotions, deciding where you want to go and steering in that direction. This is where Stoicism comes into play. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a toolkit for modern living. It teaches us that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we perceive and react to situations. It's about recognizing that our power lies not in the first surge of emotions, but in what we decide to do next. Chapter 2. The Stoic Perspective on Control. The second chapter takes us into the heart of Stoic philosophy with a lesson that's as profound as it is practical: the Stoic perspective on control. It's about understanding the line between what's in our control and what isn't, and learning to navigate life with this wisdom as our compass. So what's really in our control? Our actions, our thoughts, our reactions. And what's out of our control? Well, pretty much everything else. The weather, other people's actions, the past, and much of the future. Stoicism doesn't just tell us to accept this. It empowers us to embrace it, to focus our energy and attention on the areas where we can truly make a difference. Imagine you're working on a project that's important to you. You pour your heart and soul into it, but external factors come into play and things don't go as planned. It's frustrating, disheartening. But here's where Stoic wisdom shines. It reminds us that our real power lies not in ensuring the project's success, but in our effort, our integrity, and our response to challenges. It's a call to invest our energies wisely, focusing on our effort rather than outcomes that are ultimately out of our hands. This principle doesn't just help us handle challenges, it transforms our approach to them. It encourages us to ask, is this within my control? If yes, we act. If not, we learn to release our attachment, finding peace even in uncertainty. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent. On the contrary, we become more engaged, more present, because we're acting where it counts. By embracing the Stoic perspective on control, we're not just finding a way to cope with life's challenges, we're learning to thrive in the midst of them. It's about choosing where to invest our precious energy and attention, and in doing so, fostering a sense of peace and resilience that can weather any storm. Chapter 3: Cultivating Mindfulness and Self-Awareness. In the bustling world we live in, our minds often race from one thought to another, leaving us feeling scattered and unfocused. The Stoic approach to life isn't just about enduring hardship with a stiff upper lip. It's about cultivating a deep sense of mindfulness and self-awareness that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and wisdom. This chapter dives into the heart of that process, offering practical tips and exercises to enhance your self-awareness and mindfulness. First, let's explore focused attention meditation. This practice might sound esoteric, but it's remarkably straightforward and profoundly effective. Here's how you can get started. Find a quiet space. Begin by finding a quiet and comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. It could be a corner of your room, a garden, or even a park bench. Set a timer. Choose a manageable amount of time for your meditation. Starting with as little as 5 minutes is perfectly okay. Focus on your breath. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your nostrils, or the rise and fall of your chest. This will be your point of focus. Return gently. Your mind will wander. That's normal. The practice is in noticing when this happens and gently guiding your attention back to your breath, without judgment. This simple exercise trains your mind to return to the present moment, enhancing your ability to concentrate and reducing the noise of distracting thoughts. It's a foundational step towards greater self-awareness. Next, let's incorporate daily reflection into our routine. Reflection is a core Stoic practice, allowing us to examine our thoughts, actions, and emotions and align them with our values. Here's a straightforward approach. Set aside time. Each day, allocate a specific time each day for reflection. Evening is often ideal as it allows you to look back on your day, but choose what works best for you. Journal your thoughts and experiences. Use a journal to write down key events of the day, how you responded to them, and how you felt. Be honest and non-judgmental with yourself. Ask yourself key questions. Reflect on questions like, did I act according to my values? What could I have done better? What am I grateful for? Plan for improvement. Based on your reflection, identify areas for personal growth and how you might approach similar situations differently in the future. These practices of focused attention meditation and daily reflection are powerful tools for enhancing self-awareness. They help us to become more acquainted with our inner landscape, our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. As we deepen our practice, we pave the way for more thoughtful, deliberate responses to life's challenges, embodying the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By integrating these exercises into our daily lives, we're not just practicing Stoicism, we're living it. We become architects of our inner world, constructing a foundation of peace and resilience that supports us in living more meaningful and fulfilling lives. Chapter 4: Strategies for training the mind to respond. Transforming our instinctual reactions into thoughtful responses is a skill that requires practice, patience, and perseverance. In this chapter, we delve into actionable strategies that can help us cultivate a responsive rather than reactive mindset. These tools not only draw upon Stoic wisdom, but are also designed to be applied in the diverse and often unpredictable scenarios we encounter in our daily lives. The power of the pause. The first strategy is mastering the art of the pause. This seemingly simple action can be profoundly transformative. Before responding to a challenging situation, take a moment to pause. This doesn't have to be long. Just a few seconds can shift your mindset from a knee-jerk reaction to a thoughtful response. During this pause, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you have the power to choose your response. This space allows you to step back, assess the situation, and decide how you can respond in a way that aligns with your values and objectives. Reframing perspectives. Our perception of events can significantly influence our reactions. To train your mind to respond rather than react, practice reframing your perspectives. For instance, instead of viewing a difficult task as a daunting obligation, see it as an opportunity to challenge yourself and grow. When faced with criticism, try to see it as a chance to learn and improve, rather than as a personal attack. This strategy involves shifting your mindset to view obstacles and challenges as opportunities, which can reduce feelings of frustration and helplessness, encouraging a more measured and positive response. Focusing on what we can control. A core tenet of Stoicism is distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. Spend your energy wisely by focusing on actions and thoughts within your sphere of influence. When confronted with a situation, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is yes, then consider how best to act. If the answer is no, then acknowledge that fact and consider how you can adapt your response to remain aligned with your principles and goals. Implementing daily reflection. Incorporating daily reflection into your routine can greatly enhance your ability to respond thoughtfully to life's challenges. Each evening, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. Consider the moments when you reacted impulsively and the situations where you successfully paused and chose a more deliberate response. Ask yourself what triggered your reactions and how you might handle similar situations differently in the future. This practice of self-examination and setting intentions can gradually reshape your habitual responses. Building a responsive community. Surrounding yourself with individuals who embody the responsive mindset you aspire to can also be incredibly supportive. Engage in discussions about Stoicism and share experiences and strategies for responding thoughtfully to life's challenges. This community can provide encouragement, insight, and accountability, helping you to stay committed to your practice and continue growing. By integrating these strategies into your daily life, you can develop a more responsive mindset rooted in Stoic wisdom. This doesn't mean you won't face challenges or feel strong emotions. Instead, it means you'll be better equipped to navigate these experiences with intention, dignity, and virtue, aligning your actions with your deepest values. The journey toward mastering the art of response is ongoing, but each step forward enriches your life with greater clarity, peace, and resilience. Chapter 5. Implementing Stoic Practices in Daily Life. As we reach the culmination of our journey through this video, it's crucial to bridge the gap between understanding Stoic principles and living them out each day. This chapter isn't just about wrapping things up. It's about weaving the threads of Stoic wisdom into the fabric of our daily lives, ensuring that our learned insights translate into real, tangible change in how we interact with the world around us. So here are some tips for implementing these learnings in everyday life. 1. Start small and be consistent. The key to integrating Stoic practices into your life is to start small and focus on consistency. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, begin with 1 or 2 practices that resonate with you. Perhaps it's the morning reflection on what's within your control or the evening journaling to assess your responses throughout the day. The goal is to make these practices habitual, part of your daily rhythm. Consistency breeds familiarity, and over time, these Stoic exercises will become second nature. 2. Use reminders and prompts. In the beginning, it can be helpful to use reminders or prompts to incorporate Stoicism into your daily routine. Set alarms on your phone for moments of reflection, leave sticky notes with Stoic quotes in places you'll see throughout the day, or use a journal with prompts based on Stoic exercises. These small nudges can make a big difference in reminding you to pause, reflect, and choose your response wisely. 3. Reflection as a tool for growth. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice and should become a non-negotiable part of your day. Use it as a tool to observe your progress, understand your challenges, and celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Reflecting on your day through a Stoic lens helps you see where you reacted impulsively and where you successfully applied Stoic principles. Use these insights to adjust your approach, learn from your experiences, and set intentions for the following day. 4. Practice gratitude. Incorporating gratitude into your daily life is a powerful Stoic practice. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have fostering contentment and tranquility. Take time each day to reflect on things you're grateful for. This practice not only aligns with Stoic principles, but also enriches your life with a deeper appreciation for the simple joys and blessings. 5. Living stoically in modern times. Implementing Stoic practices in the context of modern life means adapting ancient wisdom to contemporary challenges. It's about choosing to respond rather than react, not just in personal interactions, but in our engagement with the broader world, social media, news, and global events. Stoicism teaches us to engage with the world thoughtfully, with empathy and intention, prioritizing meaningful action over emotional reactivity. In the closing of the 5th chapter and this series, remember that Stoicism is a path, not a destination. It's about continuous growth, learning, and striving to live with intention and virtue. By integrating Stoic practices into your daily life, you're taking proactive steps towards a more responsive, fulfilling, and tranquil existence. Let the principles of Stoicism guide you, but also be patient and kind to yourself as you navigate this journey. After all, becoming the master of your responses in a reactive world is one of the most rewarding challenges you can undertake. As we draw the curtains on our exploration of Stoic philosophy through this video, we've ventured through a journey that transcends mere concepts, reaching deep into the essence of how we live, think, and interact with the world around us. From understanding the pivotal distinction between reacting and responding, grasping the Stoic perspective on control, to cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness, we've armed ourselves with strategies to train our minds and practical ways to weave these teachings into the fabric of our daily lives. Stoicism, as we've seen, isn't about detachment or suppressing emotions. It's about engaging with life fully, intentionally, and virtuously. It's a reminder that while we may not have control over every circumstance we encounter, we hold the reins to our perceptions, decisions, and most importantly, our responses. Through the practical exercises and reflections shared across the chapters, we've laid down a foundation to foster a lifestyle that prioritizes thoughtful response over impulsive reaction. This approach doesn't just alleviate stress and reduce regret, it paves the way for a life lived with purpose, resilience, and tranquility. But remember, integrating Stoic practices into our daily lives, it's a continuous journey. There will be days when it feels natural, and others where it seems like an uphill battle. The key is consistency, patience, and a gentle reminder of the profound benefits that await on the other side of disciplined practice. As you move forward from this series, take these insights not just as knowledge to be stored away, but as wisdom to be lived out every day. Let the Stoic journey be one that continually evolves, enriches, and enlightens your path, offering not just peace and tranquility, but a deep, abiding joy in the deliberate, thoughtful engagement with the world around you. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Stoic philosophy. May the lessons learned here serve as a compass for you, guiding your steps with intention, wisdom, and grace in the art of living a Stoic life.